Hi everyone, Robin, your friendly neighborhood accountant here. And for those of you overseas and in other countries, your favorite virtual accountant. Hi everyone. I've been inspired by Lucas, who watches hours and hours of YouTube videos to make my own poor quality, low cost video to tell you about the 2018 tax law changes that you're going to be seeing on your returns this year. Now there's some pretty big changes this year. We're going to be doing things a lot differently. So you will be getting that checklist that you're used to, that yes and no checklist. I really need that back. Did you pay mortgage interest? Yes. Did you pay taxes? Yes. Did you have student loan interest? No. I don't know. Make sure you fill it out and get it back to me, because that way I'm going to be able to make sure that I give you the best tax deduction possible. Now, some of the changes are pretty significant. One is that we now have a higher standard deduction. Last year, if you were single, your standard deduction was $6,350. This year, it's gone all the way up to $12,000. That means that your income is reduced by $12,000 before you pay tax, and that's a really big deal. If you're married, your standard deduction now is $24,000. That's huge. That means you're not going to be paying tax on $24,000 of your income. That's a pretty big deal, right? In addition to that, you still can itemize. So that's why I need that yes and no checklist sent back. Make sure if you've got your mortgage interest, you send it to me. Your taxes, you send it to me. If you paid out-of-state taxes, you send it to me. Those donations, all of that good stuff. We still need that so I can see what's going to be better for you. Okay, make sure you get that over. The other big change is on the child tax credit. Last year, you only got $1,000 for your kids. Those kids are expensive. I have one, right? That guy, he cost me a fortune. But now, guess what? I don't get $1,000. I get a $2,000 tax deduction on my kid. Now, if you make over $110,000, last year you didn't get that deduction. This year, you can make up to $110,000 to $400,000, and you're still going to get that $2,000 deduction per kid. Hallelujah, right? Really, really, really great news. Now, some of the things that we used to get deductions for, we're not getting deductions for anymore. Like we used to get an exemption of $3,500 for everybody's in the house. That's no longer there, but we're hoping that this larger standard deduction or itemizing will help take care of that. The other big news for most of you, a lot of you I know that I talk to always want to tell me or think about starting your own business. There is no time better than the present. If you've been thinking about starting your own small business, now's the time to do it. And I am going to make a separate video for my small business clients. And if you've been thinking about starting your own small business, you can take a listen to it. But right now, if you have your own business, you're going to get a 20% deduction on that income. That means you're not going to pay tax on 20% of the income. Now, there are some variables there and some calculations that we have to do, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And that's a pretty big deal. So again, you want to start a small business or you want a side hustle, now's the time to do it, because we can take some of those deductions that we've lost with the new tax law and hopefully apply them to our small business with the new tax law. So fantastic thing to do. The other thing I want to tell you is make sure you watch the mail, because if you were a victim of identity theft in 2016, your P-10s should be in the mail. You should have received them by the 31st. Now, I did get a letter from the FBI. I think they've got the boogers. They've got somebody on the hook, so that's fantastic. But also, if you live in Florida, Georgia, or D.C., and you were not a victim of that hack, you were probably a victim of the Equifax hack. So that means that they have your information. So if you live in Florida, Georgia, or DC, make sure you get yourself a P-10. I will provide a link on the bottom of my email with this video that you can click on so you can order yourself a P-10 to protect your identity. It's really bad out there right now. So make sure if you're sending me anything that has your social security number on it, that you either upload it to Google Drive, through OneDrive, you send it to my Secure Vault on my website, or you can send it to my Secure Fax. I don't recommend just emailing me your paperwork. Okay, so at any rate, I'm going to follow up and tell you guys, thank you so much for supporting my small business. All of you are like family to me. My son and I appreciate that I see you every year and you come back to me every year, and I'm so appreciative of all of you. And if you have any questions, as always, you can always call me and reach out. And I look forward to seeing all of you and getting all of you the best tax deduction possible. Talk to you soon.